Let's go to Dan in Winter Springs. Dan, you're on News 96.5. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a question with regard to purchasing a house. My son has just moved down to Florida. He's a very good credit score, and he needs to get pre-qualified.
All right.
But I heard that even if the individual gets pre-qualified, later on when you go through the finals, can actually drop what you're qualified for.
Dan, you need to talk to a mortgage broker about this, and I'm trying to remember my different terms, but there's one qualifier where you simply call a mortgage broker and you say, look, I make X amount of dollars per year, and I've got this much credit card debt, and they'll tell you over the phone, in theory, how much money you can borrow. The next level up that really most sellers are interested in is the one where you go and apply for a loan. You're supplying the lender with copies of your tax returns and filling out all the forms, and then they will really lock you into exactly how much they will loan you, and that's a much more done deal as far as buying a property, and that's what sellers are looking for. And I can't remember if that's called pre-qualification or another term. But Dan, does that answer your question for you?
Put me in the right direction. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is if you know that you want to buy a home, you should actually go through this borrowing process, supply copies of tax returns, be ready as soon as you find a home. Your loan is practically already approved and you're ready to go. Pre-qualified is where you call a guy on the phone and say, I make X amount of dollars, I got this much credit card debt. He'll say, well, based on those two things, you could borrow X amount of dollars. Mm-hmm. Pre-approved means you actually made a loan application. You've supplied copies of your tax returns and bank statements, et cetera. You are literally approved for a loan amount of Y amount of dollars, okay? So if you are buying a piece of property, you want to be pre-approved. You're ready to go when you find your property. If you're selling a piece of property and you have an interested buyer, you want a buyer who is pre-approved, not pre-qualified. Make sense?
Thank you, Tom.